Hey guys, welcome back to episode number 26 of the Unnamed LP. My name is Angry K9, and today we are in the Nether Hub. As you can see, we've started working on an actual Nether Hub, and we're not going to have this big Nether hole anymore. So the other day I started working in a creative copy of this world on the Nether Hub, and this is what I've come up with. And ignoring all the scaffolding around here, going to have 4 large columns that are going to look just like this one, going up, holding the center platform up, and of course I have the portal up there, and you can see some glass up there. We're going to have lava coming down up there just like it does down here, and we've decorated the floor a little bit with half slabs. This is all half slabs here, and the reason for that is we want to keep anything from spawning in here. And all these outer rings here are going to be gone except for one of them. I'm not sure. Actually, I think they're all going to have to come out because the one that is going to be replacing it is going to be up a little bit higher. Probably somewhere about middle of this one here. I'm not quite certain. Fubi had actually started putting in these outer rings here before he knew that I was working on this, and I was not aware that he was working on it, so slight miscommunication there, but you know, no big deal. So yeah, we've worked on this today, and we started these columns here, and we've got quite a bit of it done here, and I have an idea for the ceiling as well. It's going to be somewhat of a dome. It's going to meet up with other half slabs up there, and it's all going to be completely half slabs, and it's going to kind of arc downward to where the tunnels are at the top now. And unfortunately, all those tunnels up there are going to have to be moved down a little bit so that it can accommodate the dome. But you know, that's not a big deal. It's really easy to do. It's not going to really require a whole lot of work to move the tunnels down. So yeah, it won't be that big of a deal. So what I want to do right now is work a little bit on the ceiling here. I have to try and lay out the top section of the columns, if I can remember where I put the spruce logs. And they are in this chest down here, I think. Yeah, there we go. And I don't have many, so I'm going to have to cut down some trees here. And we got some spruce trees planted over here that we've been cutting down and using as our temporary tree farm. And these columns go all the way to the top, just like this one over here. And they are made of wood, and I can't really say that I'm completely aware of the wisdom of using wood in the Nether. We already did have one incident earlier today when Fubi was trying to place the lava into this tube here. He managed to burn down pretty much all of but one of these columns here. We had most of them done to this point, and while he was placing the lava there inside the nether brick stairs, he neglected to remember that the lava does not drop straight down like water does. It tends to flow to the side, and the lava came out of the glass and just spread all over the place here and burned all the wood down, and all of the jungle leaves burned all that out, and we had to build it a second time. So I personally thought it was rather amusing. Fubi didn't think so much, especially since he died in the process, but yeah. So anyway, what I want to do is try and get started on putting the top base of these columns on, the other 3, and it's going to look exactly like that. There's 4 across, and then that corner there, and that pigman is going to be in the way. And once I get those 4 in place, or I should say the other 3, since I already have one in place, then I'll be able to start working on this part of the ceiling. And I'm also going to have to take out all of those cobblestone slabs over there to continue the or to start the sealing the dome area up. So I am going to go ahead and lay out these 4 or the other 3 top base to these columns here, and once I get that done, I will go ahead and start on this ceiling. So I'll be back once I have those other bases in place.
Alright guys, I am back, and it is actually several days after I recorded that last segment, and I just came down here to the Enderman farm to do a little repair work on my pick. Anyway, as I said, it's been several days since I recorded that last segment, and there are several reasons for that. I've had all kinds of technical problems with my computer, and a few other things going on in real life that kind of kept me away from Minecraft. And I've also spent a lot of the last, actually that was one with me, the last 4 days in creative working on the Nether Hub. And I'm going to head over there in just a minute, but first I need to go back to the island and check something out. I logged in yesterday and went to the island for the first time in almost a week, and I noticed that I had a visitor at some point in time. It looks like Colissimo had paid a visit to the island, as well as Fubi apparently. And they've left me all sorts of things, so I am going to head on over to the island there and check that out, and then we're going to go into the Nether, and I have put together what I think is a really awesome idea for a Nether Hub, and a couple of the other guys on the server have so far agreed, so that's what I want to get started working on. And well, it looks like, okay, well, at least one of them, there was a lot of dirt in here, actually. This whole side of the house, or the mine shack, or hut, whatever you want to call it, was filled with dirt, and apparently Colissimo had logged out of the server while in here, and Fubi had filled the whole area in with dirt, because it seems that Fubi was also on the island at one time, and I was hoping he was in the Nether, and Colissimo trapped him inside this giant egg, and so it seems that I have been pranked. And Colissimo has to say, Cluckers has returned and works to save the oppressed prisoners of war. He also caught a wild Fubi, but he has probably escaped by now. This is another warning. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Never mess with the Chicken King. So, it looks like his giant chicken has visited the island and freed all the little chickens I had in here. There's a bunch of them running around the island here, and a couple of them have fallen down here with the cows and the pigs, and they're just going to stay right down there with the cows and the pigs. But I don't know if this was intentional or not, but if you listen, aside from the chickens clucking, let's wait a second here, listen for it. Oh, I don't hear it. Well, there was a zombie trapped in here yesterday, because I could hear him in there growling, and now it seems that he's not in there. Obviously, there's a bunch of chickens in there as well. So let's go ahead and break the egg and get this thing cleaned up here. And it looks like Colissimo is a glutton for punishment, so we're going to have to come up with some other prank to do on him. But I think I'm going to leave him alone for a while, because there are some... Oh, he was also over here, too. He left this sign up here, enslave more of Colissimo's minions. So I am going to fix that hole there that he left in the chicken coop, and I need a piece of cobblestone there to patch that up, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, because if I do it with chickens in there, as soon as I break the block, they'll all come running out. So let me do that real quick, and I want to throw that minecart in my ender chest there before I forget it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and fill that in. And originally I was just going to let all these animals roam free around the island. But when I did that in my other server, as you can see, they get out in the water there and they just kind of swim around. And really don't want to have to go out the water to chase them down, so that's why I'm keeping them pinned up. And I still haven't really decided on what kind of cow pen or pig pen, whatever you want to say, that I'm going to build over here. So they're just going to stay in that hole for right now. As far as these chickens go, this coop was temporary, and since they tend to glitch through these fences, I'm going to have to come up with something else as well. I'm thinking about making some of the automated farms that a lot of people have made. I know that Doc M and several of the Minecraft, or I should say the big name YouTubers, so to speak, the Minecraft players have designed all sorts of automated, chicken farms and cow farms and pig farms. And Doc M uses a cow farm and a pig farm in his current LP, his single-player LP, the Doc M's World Tour, which I'm thinking about going ahead and probably using those designs over here. I think they would fit pretty well over here. Why is there spider string in there? It's not where that goes. So let me check all the signs here to make sure everything else is intact there. So yeah, it looks like we do. And I do have this up for a witch farm, but I believe Flub is going to build a witch farm. So I'm going to wait and see if that's indeed what he is going to do. And if he is, I'm going to go ahead and take that down and let him do that. And again, like I said, I put this project board up here, but any projects I have up here, if any of the other guys on the server see this video and they want to take one over, like that witch farm, hey, I'm more than happy to give them up. I don't have a problem at all with giving them up, because the more work they do, the less I have to do, right? And besides, if you remember in my last video, I found that humongous island not too far away from this faraway isle here. And I've been thinking about all kinds of stuff I want to do over there. And I think mostly what I'm going to do is try and recreate some of my favorite builds from some of my favorite Minecraft players, such as Doc M, Asuma, and Monkey Farm. Yeah, there's a bunch of chickens in there, and I don't see any zombies. So I guess that's a good thing. And I don't know if these were the chickens that were in my coop or not, but I'm just going to kind of break the egg here, and I'm getting low on food anyway, so I think all these chickens will be just fine to put on the dinner table. So it's great, Coolissimo, that you released all these chickens from their tiny little jail cell, but all that's going to do is put them on my dinner plate. So yeah, I'll let the little ones alone long enough for them to grow up. Ah, there's my other, that must be where that fence gate came from. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning up this egg and cleaning up all these chickens. And the next time you see me, I will be in the Nether hole, which will soon be a Nether hub. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Okay, guys, I am back, and I am in the Nether hole, and I was just checking my inventory and checking my recording software and checking my screenshots. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start laying out the base of this new Nether hub, and I have a screenshot on the other screen, so if I suddenly stop moving around, probably looking at that. So starting from this torch here, I'm going to take these half slabs out, and I need to go, it looks like 3, and then 2, and then we do 3 again. If I can hit it there, and then it's 1, and let's see, Fubi's online. That's not what I was wanting to do. I was wanting to hit the next button so I could go to the next screenshot here. And I am going to be building a new computer at some point in time within the next month or 2. And when that happens, I'll be able to have screenshots on the other screen, and you won't hear that whine in the background. Actually, you may not hear that now because I've been filtering that out. So, yeah, that way I won't have to stop like that. So, and from here we do another 3, and then it looks like it's 2, and then 2 more, and then it's 1 here, 1 there, and then we just do that same pattern, but going the other way. And I'm going to be doing this Whoa, I forgot about that. Almost went down there. I completely forgot about that. So let me grab some netherrack, and I'm going to put that in place so that that doesn't happen again, because the last thing I want to do is fall down there. Even though I have feather falling boots on, I don't think that would be good. So yeah, okay, where am I? I kind of lost track of what I was doing here. Oh, okay, there we go. And it's 2, and 2, and then 3. And I'm going to lose those half slabs, but that's okay. I'm going to throw some netherrack in here as I go, because I really don't want to fall down there. And at this point, I do believe that's where it turns the corner. It goes to 1 here, and then I think it's, I don't know if it's 1 or 2 back there. I'll have to look at that. And, well, actually, that is kind of a silly thing to say, because it's the same all the way around. And I didn't want that to go there. I wanted it to go there, there, there. And this is just to keep myself from falling in. So, yeah, that's the same pattern all the way around. So then it's 3 over here, and then 2, and then 2. So we'll do a third one, and then those 2, and those 2. And that should come out. I think that comes out exactly where I need it to come out at. And I did all this in creative initially, and it was so much easier because I could just kind of fly up and take a look at it. Can't really do that here, but I can pillar up, and this will give me an idea of whether or not I laid it out properly. It should be pretty much even on both sides. So we have 2 over there, and I don't know, for some reason I don't think that's right. I don't think it ended up in the right place over there. So 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, it looks like it's probably right. So I'm going to have to count these walls here and make sure they're the same size. But first let me throw some netherrack under here so that I don't walk off and drop into a crowd of pigmen or something like that. I don't really have a whole lot of luck hanging around the nether on this map. Usually don't have too much trouble with it anywhere else, but on this one, I don't know. So what I'm wanting to do is I want to count these over here. I'm going to have some torches just in case. So it's easier for me to count. I want to count these. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 across there. I'll take all those torches back. And I want to see if we have the same number over here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do. That's very interesting. Well, it seems I did that right? 2, and there's 2 there. And the only reason I'm putting these torches down is because this helps me count the blocks easier. And I do believe that is correct. 3 there, and then 2, and then now there's 3 there. And that might be... No, there's supposed to be 3 there, actually. And I'm trying to figure out why, because... As far as I can tell, that's laid out properly. But it seems like this here should have met with this here instead of being where it is. But it is laid out properly all the way around, and so there shouldn't be any problems there. And yeah, let me see. That's right. 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. And this one should be the third one. So I'm not sure if there is something that's a little bit different on this side versus that side. But the way they should have come out was... And I think I do see a slight difference between the two walls over there. And this is just me kind of thinking out loud. If you look, that segment right there looks a little bit different because it doesn't exist over there. Or rather, it does, just not in the same way. But that's right. Anyway, yeah. I'm wasting time that I don't need to be wasting. These should come out just like this, evenly on both sides. And we start right here. And actually, you know what? Come to think of it, now I know what the problem is. So I'm going to fix this here real quick. And this was actually my fault. I know why this isn't coming out right. So let me take care of this real quick and get this straightened out. What had happened was, I'm looking at the screenshot that was already mostly completed, including the removal of excess netherrack. And that was where I made my mistake, because I took out some netherrack at the ends or either side of these walls here, and I haven't taken that netherrack out yet in this particular part of the build, and I don't seem to have some half slabs fell down. And that's what the problem is. So I think I have some other half slabs over here. I think they're right there. That's not the right place. I'm looking for the cobblestone half slabs, and they are here. But anyway, the reason why I was having a problem there is because in the creative world, I had taken out this netherrack already. When I take this netherrack out where this torch is, that gives me my third block. So I got to start with 2 here. And then it goes to just like that. And that is the way it needs to be. And then it's 3. Right? And then it's the 1. And I believe after that, it goes back to the 3 on this side. And this should, I think, straighten it out. And I got to be careful that I don't walk into the hole and end up falling to my death. I do have feather falling boots on, but it's quite a drop. I don't know if they will keep me alive in that drop. So then there's 3 here. Okay, and then there's 1. And then it just repeats that pattern again. So let me pick that one up, and then we'll get 3 here, and then 2 here, and then 2 here. And that is coming out the way it's supposed to be. And you'll see where I have this corner here, and then this one bit of netherrack there. And I needed this to come out to where there was just that one bit right there, and that's the way it should be. So this is the pattern that I follow all the way around, and on all sides of this circle here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these stone bricks out of there, these cobblestones half slabs, and get that ready to start placing the very first part of the bottom of the Nether Hub, the walls. Start building the walls on the lower level. This is a multi-level hub, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take these slabs up all the way around. Probably going to have to cut those trees down and move those stairs and everything. So I'm going to do all that off camera. And once that's done, I'll come back and start placing some nether bricks. So I'll be right back. Alright, I've got that all done now. And you can see I did it all the way around. And that pretty much lays out the basic shape of this hub here overall. And something that I haven't done yet, in the very first segment when I started making this video, I had showed you guys these columns here, and they weren't done. And I said that I was going to complete them. Well, I never really actually got the chance to do that because of some things that came up, and I had to log out. And Fubi actually completed the columns all the way around. And I do still have some scaffolding here because I'm going to have to do a little bit of work on the ceiling here. Part of the ceiling, a lot of that's going to have to come back out. Because I have completely changed the original plan I had for this hub. Originally, I was going to have a relatively domed ceiling here, It was going to kind of arc downward from where that nether brick is down to this cobblestone ring here. And okay, Darth just logged in, and I guess he wanted to take the quick way down, right? So anyway, yeah. So I'm going to take out probably some of the outer couple of rings of this these half slabs and things up here, because the new style hub has a different ceiling altogether, and overall it's going to be that shape right there. So what I'm going to do is go down there, and I wanted to put some netherrack under those holes, but I really couldn't do that. But I'm going to go down there, and the very bottom level here starts out with nether brick all the way around here. So I'm going to have nether brick as kind of a baseboard, I guess you could say, for all the walls. And the overall theme of this is nether brick, stone half slabs, and a little bit of wood, and some obsidian. And that's going to be the hardest thing to obtain, because I've used a lot of obsidian in this build, and it's a good thing, I guess, that I have a obsidian maker over there. So I'm going to have to hit the redstone ore that I have. I have several stacks of redstone ore built up. I'm going to have to hit that with the Fortune 3 pick, and make a couple of diamond pickaxes, hopefully with efficiency on them and unbreaking, and just start going to town on mining some obsidian. And I need to get some more nether brick here, which should be right here. And I have some more that I've cooked up in those furnaces, but I'll get to that in a little bit. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing this all the way around here. And then after I get the nether brick baseboard in, glad it was those stairs there, because I know there are some areas where the half slabs are the only thing that are keeping me safe from dropping to the bottom of the nether here. And that scared me for a second. But anyway, what I was saying is, once I get the nether brick baseboard, I guess you can call it, in place, I'll start putting stone bricks over top of that. And if I could get these goofy things to go in. And I also have some areas here where I have some spruce logs. And so I've kind of mixed that up with stone bricks and spruce logs and stone half slabs. And I even keep some of this cobblestone out here, because I just think the way this works right here, you have the stone bricks, and then the nether, and then the wood, and then these stone half slabs, and then it transitions over to this cobblestone. I just like the way that looks. So I'm going to leave all this here. The floor is pretty much going to stay the same. I guess you say the floor is done, so to speak. So, but I just like the way that looks. And have I already laid out all this nether brick? I guess I did. Wow, I get to talking and I didn't even realize it. So let me eat a couple of steaks here real quick so I can get my hunger back up in case I hit one of these pigmen and they go berserk, which tends to happen a lot. And the next thing I'm going to do is lay out the smooth stone, or I'm sorry, the stone bricks. And those are 3 high, just like that, all the way around. And actually, this one here is going to have a piece of glowstone here, because I'm going to be taking this out. And I didn't want to hit it like that, but anyway. Yeah, so, and I guess I should go ahead and put that in there, and then it's going to be like that. That way it's even on all sides. And this over here, I don't recall if I actually cut any of this out. I know that outside these walls here, a lot of this round nether hole, as we started calling it, is probably going to stay as it is. I'm not really going to bother trying to fill all this in. I'll just keep it half slabbed so that things don't spawn, and fill in whatever I need to fill in to keep things from spawning. The overall idea here is to keep this as spawn proof as possible, at least on the inside. Outside the walls, it really doesn't matter, because this is going to be what I call non-player space. It really isn't going to be used for anything, unless somebody wants to set up a hidden storage room or something back here, although I don't know why anybody would. But then again, These guys are a little strange sometimes, but that's kind of why I like them. So yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and lay out all of these walls all the way around, and then I'm going to use what little obsidian I have, and actually this turns out to be just like this. And I want to lay this out because the other guys want to help too, and I want them to know pretty much what my intentions were. I took a lot of screenshots of the creative version of this and put them up on our personal private web forum, and I also put up a creative world download for the guys so that they can download it and take a look at it, run through it, get an idea of what my plans are here. And did I just see lava dripping? Maybe not. So that way they'll be able to help out when they want to. So, well, that didn't go in the right place. Yeah. And this is so annoying. Doesn't look like I have all the... Yeah, I did see lava dripping, but it's not in a place that's going to cause me any trouble. So, take this out over here, go back over here and get this. And, yeah, I don't want to keep this open too long because of ghasts. I really don't want to deal with those guys. They are very annoying. So, I'm going to put this over here. And I also have some more glowstone right here. And, this is 3 high all the way around. So, wait, I think I'm doing this. 1, 2, yeah, okay, that's right. And I need to get back up here again. But yeah, this is the idea all the way around. This is also glowstone for this lower level. And I'm never going to be able to get back up there. And I think that this turned out really nice. I think it looks really good. I don't know about the others. But so far they seem to like it. And I think I have more glowstone right here. And that in there. All the way around. So I'll complete this wall. Then they will see what I've got going on, what I've got in mind. They'll be able to recreate it all the way around. And everything will be consistent. So throw a couple of more logs in there, and there we go. So I'm going to head over here now and see if I can find that obsidian. I don't have much left, and I don't remember which chest it's in. Hopefully Darth is not stealing it. There it is. And that's all I have is 12, so that's not really going to do me very good. It's not going to help much. But the top of these walls all the way around is obsidian, just like this. Well, you asked. So, let me get back up top here. And I'll line as much of this as I can, which isn't going to be much. But as you can see, the top, yep, and that's it. But then the top of it is going to be all the way around. Several stacks is what I am going to need. I'm not really sure how much this uses. I didn't really count the bricks when I built it, obviously, in creative. So, yeah. Oh, and I apologize for the train, if you hear it. If not, that's good too. I live right across the street from railroad tracks, as I have mentioned many times before, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to filter that out too. So, yeah. So, alright, I am going to go ahead and end this video here. I don't really know how long it is. I haven't really been keeping track of the time. But you kind of get an idea of what we're going to do. So hopefully the next time you see this area, all the base walls will be in place. And then I want to get started on the stairs and the platforms that come out from the center there. So I'm going to try to build as much of this on camera as I can. So hopefully I can do that. I'm not really sure. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of building on camera. Lately, I've just been kind of looking at, telling you what I'm going to do and then just kind of skipping ahead. But this time, I want to kind of do some of the building on camera, and so you can literally watch it, you know, form before your very eyes, so to speak. And yeah, that would be kind of cool, I think. And let me put a half slab in there, and I need to get some netherrack to fill in that hole because I don't want to be shot. And hopefully I'm not going to tick off those pigmen in the process. But you never can tell with those guys. And I think, let me see here. On this lower level here, I'm kind of give you an idea of what we're going to do here. Obviously, we're going to have the room shaped a certain way, and you already see that. And the walls are pretty much the same all the way around. And on this side, I'm going to have a very large glass window. And also in the floor, it's going to be an observation area, so you can kind of look out over the nether. And our main tracks, mine, Darth, Fubies, Galissimos, Odd Socks, we all have our nether tunnels up top there. So we have access from those, but they're going to be moved down. Those tunnels are going to be moved down quite a bit, and I have to do a little bit of rerouting of Fubi's tunnels and I think Galissimos tunnels. And mine doesn't get rerouted a whole lot. I do have to do some rerouting, but Darth is, I think, the only one whose tunnel doesn't have to be rerouted. It just has to have some stairs dug upward to where it is now. So his is going to be the easiest to set up. And hi, Fubi. I see you. I heard you. I don't know what you're up to, but hey, hey, hey. Hey, there's some obsidian. Woohoo! So how much is that? Oh, quite a bit. Actually, that's going to help me a lot. Whoa, 2 stacks, 2.5 stacks. Awesome. Thank you, Fubi. Then I'll be able to finish out those walls over here on this side, and instead of digging those out, I'm just going to put some... I keep forgetting about that. That's freaking me out. I know I'm just going to end up falling down in there one of these days, but I'm going to put some temporary scaffolding up, steps up right there. And this is cool because I kind of wanted to finish this, and this is the same all the way around. So guys, if you're watching, and if you see that I haven't finished it yet, then all 4 of the sides of this look exactly like this on this lowest level. So, yeah. But anyway, we're going to have that. Boy, that just trips me out every time I look in that hole. I even knew it was there and was expecting it. And I just get that kind of tense feeling in my stomach, you know, like the feeling you get when you're riding a roller coaster just before you're about to go over that first hill. Yeah, so anyway, somebody chopped some trees down here. I didn't notice that. That's all right, though, because that's going to come in handy. And I'm going to drop in a couple more saplings here. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. I had to take one tree out for this wall here. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just finish out these walls down here. And I'm going to do that off camera. And that is all the building that I'm going to do. It looks like Fubi's actually started it over there. So the same. So that way he kind of gets an idea of what's going on. So he knows they're all exactly the same all the way around. And I am going to fill in that hole too, because I really would not want to see him get shot by a ghast. And I'm hoping he's kind of checked out the screenshots so he kind of has an idea of what's going on here. And I'm sure he has, because he's Fubi and he's cool like that. Or maybe Calissimo's cool like that and Fubi is just Fubi. Actually, they're all pretty cool. Yeah. So, anyway, and I'm going to see if I can trip him up a little bit here. No. Oh, yeah, you're right, Fubi. You're right. Good place, good place. Blink. Just like that. Is that right? That's right. It's 3 here. Yep, I know. And just like this, that comes out, and that was my bad. Let me put some stone bricks in there, just like that. There you go. Oh, he's got it. Excellent. Now, see what happens when I try to get involved in what somebody else is doing, I end up screwing it up. So I'm just going to... Yes, it is. Get out of the way here and try to fill in these holes here as I go. and I will stay out of Fubi's way and let him have fun building those walls. And I think I'll pick this wall over here and get started on that. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. And the next time you see this area, we're going to have these walls in place. And I'm going to try not to get too far ahead so that I can do as much of this on camera as possible. I know the other guys are kind of anxious to get this thing built, and I am too, to be honest with you. But I kind of want to show it off because this is one of those projects where you see how it is now, and at least I would like to watch something like this kind of progress over time. And that's kind of what I want to be able to let you guys do. And another thing I need to mention is I think the last segment, I recorded it, and it might have been the segment before, I'm not sure. And I discovered that my settings in Audacity weren't correct. It was set to record from my webcam microphone instead of my headset microphone. So the audio in that segment sounds really bad. I will put text up on the video before that segment starts up so that you know that's coming. You've probably already seen that text, and I'm telling you this kind of late, but it is what it is, and I'm going to turn that off. So I think this is going to be a great screenshot. So let me hit that screenshot right there. And I'm going to go to the other side, actually, and take a screenshot over here without that nether rack in place. I think that'll be a better screenshot. And let me get back here as far as I can. And, yeah, I think that's a better screenshot. So we'll take that screenshot, and that's going to be the thumbnail for this video. So, yeah, I think we're good. So yeah, appreciate you watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Please feel free to comment and rate and subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. My name is Angry K9, and I will see you next time.